Perfect. Okay. So here's check. I'm gonna do a little tutorial for you. I'm gonna try to maybe point you things here and there that you might gonna be able to trim a little bit of fat on your PB. I check out your PB and I think I'm gonna be able to help you with things, little things here and there, and hopefully hopefully it's gonna be good for you. So we're gonna go with, I know you're a Flash first, guys, so this one's gonna be Flash first. I'm not gonna show you Airman first, and I think I can point out, like, I think it's gonna be cool and helpful, hopefully. So we're gonna go with a lot of save states. So first off, I saw you were doing the low jump. I'm gonna try to keep that really short, like less than an hour. So for the guy here, what you want to do, it's really about like mashing. But I saw you were doing, like, you were stopping a little bit, and that's one thing you don't want to do. Just want to drop like this and then mash. I'm not a great teacher, bro. Like, there's a lot of things that you're doing in a round that you're gonna do because like the muscle memory or this kind of thing. But you drop, try to kill this guy, so the mashing is gonna be there when you try. So after this, this guy, you might gonna take a shot from the other one, but that's all RNG. Trying to do, I saw Llama was talking to you about level jumps and ups, so I think you already know about that thing. I saw you doing plenty of that, so like your flash stage was, I didn't see like any problem there. Maybe the first guy, but except for that, I saw that you were doing these things really without any problems. So taking the shot, doing the yard right here. For this guy, like, I'm gonna try to be really straightforward on the part that we don't really need to explain or anything. So I'm doing little jumps here, but I'm gonna try to still be really explicit about all the little details, which I don't do usually. Like, you don't really think about these things anymore. Like, I'm doing a small jump here and right, not to knock my head over the blocks, and then here low jump like this. I saw you have a 143 for the stage, or for the splits here, so like you were doing pretty much everything like without any flaws. So I would say, like, maybe for the fight against Flashman, it's always the same thing. I saw you for pretty much all the bosses really mash a lot, and that's one thing you want to try to avoid, like trying to get a rhythm more than mashing, because you're gonna get used to it, and all the bosses, like, you're trying not to mash too much, just doing like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, like you're taking a shot, and then instead of just going there and just jumping and mashing like this, like, wow, pretty much give me the same thing. But I really like, it's gonna help you for Quickman and a lot of fights. So I think, trying to find a good rhythm here to kill the bosses. 1 2 3 4 5, and then I mash though. You can mash to the left, but don't mash to the right, because if you got 3 pellets on the screen, you're not gonna be able to shoot more. So that's really the thing. You can mash at the left, but try not to mash at the right, except for Airman stage, obviously. So perfect. So we're gonna go see Airman. I think Flashman is really straightforward. I don't think there's a lot of things to say about this stage. I saw yours, it's pretty clean, so yeah. The details gonna come later on, and I don't want this tutorial to be like 3 hours long, so we're just gonna try to do something, like on the places that we don't really need to be exhaustive or anything. We're just gonna move on. So unfortunately, I don't really have like any they have a couple of save states, but I think we're gonna have to go through like these little cutscenes. So after that, we're gonna go see Airman. So Airman with Flash first. You're doing like the little jumps at the beginning, and then change for Flash. So like this. So when you come in, little jump, and that was actually too low because I changed when Megaman was walking. You don't really want that. So then, don't forget about like A plus B trigger are really important, like doing the jump and shooting at the same time is gonna help you for, especially I would say, the item tree. So we're just gonna try to go through that. I mean, there was not a lot of I saw, like, I'm talking about the PB because that's the only thing I watch, but you know, in PB's attempts, like, these things can happen. You can hit spikes and everything, and you know, usually you don't do that, so I'm not gonna try to so here obviously you're trying to not take any spikes or to jump here in the hole. That will be great. So anyway, we're gonna change for this A+B trigger. I shouldn't say trigger, it's more input, A+B input. So we're gonna jump here. You change for the weapon, Airman here. Okay, and for this guy as well, like, we're gonna do a save state. Hey, what's up, Megaman Leo? What are you doing? I'm doing a quick tutorial for and some jackass. So here, I saw you were doing the pretty much, like, it was good for the cloud part. Maybe try to jump or to make appear the guy on the cloud a little bit sooner. Like, you're gonna get used with your the way you want to spawn the guys, but I got a way, like, I'm doing really on the right, and at this point, so I'm jumping and trying to make the first guy spawn. I'm staying on the very edge, and like when the cloud is at the middle, I'm trying to jump here. For the second one, I put myself like a little bit over the cloud, and as soon as the head of Megaman is disappear into the clouds, I'm jumping left and then holding right again. If you're doing, like, you gotta be careful, you can make the guy disappear if you're like, but you really need, like, you don't want to make the cloud disappear and the guy, or he's gonna be really, he's gonna mess you up. So it's better just to do, you know, a little, just make the guy appear like that. I jump and then shoot. It's two shots. So, and here for this one, at the timing for the like, it's when the cloud's gonna appear, you're gonna see, like, I don't think there's any secret. I'm staying on the very edge here, and at this point I know you can go for it, and then, like, when you're at the end of the platform, you're gonna try to make it what did I, that was way too so I going at this place, shoot this guy, and at the very end I jump here. For the birds, I don't think there's anything here to say. You just jump and shoot the birds. Oh, well, yeah, you gotta be careful, like, if you wait or if you stop, your all the everything's gonna be delayed, and you know, it's always the same thing if you don't stop. So there we go, you shoot this guy, and shoot that guy. I saw that you were doing the little thing here, the jump and then the right to spawn really close to the platform on the next screen, so that's good. Big jump. After that, I hold right. Oh, I should have taken maybe the well, that you can see the input I'm doing then, but you know. So one thing though, I really we're gonna do a save state here. So I know you're doing the way on Flashman, that is taking the boost here. So two shots, so that's good, that's really consistent. But even, like, if you're not doing Airman first, you might want to do, like, if I'm trying to, if I was running Flash first, I will try to do, like, the little jumps here between the heads here. It's a little scary, you know, but once you get it, I mean, it's gonna save you time, and I think it's a great thing to learn, even when you're doing Flash first. That's gonna help you a ton. It's gonna make you save time here. So just trying to do the you need really just practice. Like, there's no secret here. If you take a shot, that's okay. I mean, okay. So for these guys, one thing though, at this part, try to shoot. It takes 3 shots to kill them. Try to shoot, like, even if you take a shot here, you're still gonna be okay. So try to shoot the 3 pellets before they are trying to push you. That was a little clumsy, I would say, but like, trying to put your shot, you know, it's always the same thing. You always know, like, these guys, where are they? So trying to shot your 3 pellets to kill them before, like, here. There we go. Kill this guy. There's always a bird here. Kill that guy. For Mega Man 2, I don't recommend to do the little thing, the bird thing, to make the big guy despawn. I'm always doing that on the on Rockman 2 because they take 5 shots instead of 3. So yeah. But for the Mega Man 2, I really recommend just to go through, kill these guys. Try not to mash it, because if you mash in the I should have made a save state here before the fight, but I think your fight with Airman is quite alright. Well, it gave me the bad pattern, but if it gave you the good pattern, you're trying to take shot from the tornadoes and trying to you know, to kill him as fast as possible. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it for Airman. After that, Quickman is really straightforward as well. We're gonna see on Quickman. It's really about the boss fight, I would say. It's real, yeah, that level is really about the boss fight. I work on my Quickman fight a lot lately. I'm not gonna bother you with like low jumps or low up or suicide jumps. Like, I mean, I'm not even doing all the things here. I'm gonna tell you when I jump. I think the way I'm doing it might be a little slow, but I don't know. It's really scratching time. I don't think if you're like, all the thing I'm gonna say to you is you're gonna be able to do like sub 31 and maybe 33:30 or even better. You can go with sub 30 even if it's like really well executed, but you know, after that, at the level, when you're trying to get something under you're in the sub 30, I mean, you're gonna try to do like these little things, but I don't think they're really anyway. So first off, we're staying with with Quickman here. So I'm doing here a little jump. You don't jump for the first one, you jump for the second one. Here I don't do jumps to bump my head, so I just go straight. Doing a low jump here to bump my head, then one as well. Here, really important, you want to do a low jump here. We're gonna kill ourselves. You want to do a low jump here to touch the platform, the edge here. So when on the other screen, you're gonna fall right on. You're not gonna have to you're not gonna bump on the other one, and you're gonna be able to fall down at full speed. So low jump here, don't jump for this first one. Here I'm just doing a low jump here, bumping my head. Low jump here to touch the edge like that. So instead of touching that one, you're gonna fall right down. And here I hold right to go. When the light here is changing, I'm jumping and shooting at the top of my jump. I try for this part never release the right. So here for this one is just like not really complicated. That one as well. Here I think Llama's gonna. I never know like where is that little bomb, to be honest. I think Llama has a good trick. I think it was counting to 5 or something. He told you his trick, so that's pretty cool. For the laser here, laser part, it's really about like I'm doing a low jump. I try to have the leg of Mega Man when you're like it's really pointy, so to have the leg of Mega Man really on the place here, it can be a little bit more. If you're too much to the right, it doesn't matter, but if you're too much to the left though, like this, you're gonna fall right down because I'm pressing right here. So what I'm doing here, when you change, oops, I'm doing a low jump here, taking a shot. Here I don't do any jump. Here I just fall down. A low jump here, trying not to take the flat top, or a low jump here as well. Low jump here to bump my head. Left, right at this place, trying to be really close to the edge when you're falling. Here I just let myself drop. Low jump here, and then we're good. For this guy, always take a shot here. There's no secret. Low jump. Big jump at this guy, low jump, and then you're good to the boss fight. So we're gonna do a save state here because that boss fight is really important for Quickman. So like I said with Flashman, and this is where it's gonna come really handy, is for Quickman, try not to mash too much, not to the right though. You can mash to the left and waiting him when he's stuck like on the edge of a platform and trying to jump. Like I'm always mashing as well, but to the left. For the right here, what I'm trying to do is, well, first there's 3 different patterns. It can give you the big jump, the middle one, or the small one. The small one is really hard to get a good thing out of it. And if you can, like the secret I think for Quickman will be to stay on the left side of the screen, like if you can. That's the best thing. So here we're gonna check out the patterns. Like if it's giving you the middle one, you can. So that was the short one. So I'm gonna There we go. I'm gonna mash here, and I'm gonna try to, if he's giving me the big one, I'm gonna try to shoot in rhythm. Like it's gonna be 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So I'm not gonna mash here if he's gonna give me like one of the good jump. Oh, okay, that's a that's a low one. So here I'm gonna mash if he's in this position, try to take shot, and then like, you know, try to deal with it. But I want to show you, like, we're gonna do that like a couple of times. Like it's a part of the like knowing what you're doing, but that's the best one. So here I'm really staying on the left here, and then if I'm on the right, I don't mash. I just, you know, 1 2 3 4 5. So you're gonna hit him like as soon as his iframe's gonna go. So when he's giving you the metal jump, you're trying to take one shot here, like boom, 1 2 3 4. Like here you can shoot, and then trying to shoot him when he's in the air. Like he's gonna react a little bit differently. So I don't think at this point, I don't think there's no secret. So like he giving me the metal one, you can still shoot him like this. So, or trying to be in iframes to shoot him, you know. But staying to the left, I think, is really important. It's really like you need to redo this fight over and over, and you're gonna get better at it. Like even if Quickman is on, like even if Quickman is on you, like you can shoot and still hit him. So I really try like not to go to the right and try to shoot him, but just really staying on the left. Hopefully, like the best thing is like he's gonna give me a like he's gonna stay on the thing here. Okay, that was pretty bad. Like you can have like really bad fight as well, but you know, it's really about the more you're doing that fight, the more you're gonna be able to react with the different pattern, and always Quickman's gonna react. Like here can do that. I would say like that won't be a really good fight. If he's giving you the really high jump, you can't hit him on the first try, but still stay on the left though. Like, you know, I think that's the best way I can put it. I don't know. I think that's good for now. Hopefully that helped you a little bit. After that, so I saw some interesting on the Metalman, and really like little details that is gonna help you to maybe be a little bit more efficient on this stage. So we're gonna go see Metalman. I saw that you were freezing like really late. Jack, if you freeze at the beginning of the platform here, you're gonna see. So first up, that was a little late, but you changed for Flashman. I'm doing a little jump, and I saw that you were flashing like here or something, and a little trick here that's gonna help you the way you want to do is like I'm doing little jumps. I think you can do like big jumps or anything, but you're trying to flash here, and you're trying not to drop here and then flash. You're trying to flash like in between. Or so what it's gonna look like is you're gonna do little up like this, and then you're gonna flash here. So you're gonna make it without any problem, and you're gonna have the little boost here from the from that thing, you know. So that's what we really want. So you just need to be like, you can do little ups or really like big jumps. Like find a way that you're comfortable, like, and because you don't want to freeze and then missing your jump and doing like this, or it's gonna be messy and you're gonna get it at the end. So what I'm doing is like little jumps like this, and then I flash. I think it's a little slow, but still okay though. I mean, after that we're talking about frames and these kind of thing. After that, I don't think I saw any problem here. So you jump, you change for the item 2 to avoid getting hit by the gonna give you the little boost you need to get over the drills. For this part, sometimes I can have like a really good always, like it's gonna go really quickly. Sometimes it's gonna be really bad. I don't think there's any secret. I don't know if it's like you don't want to mash like crazy. I'm doing some, I don't know, it's muscle memory at this point. I don't have any secret for this part. After that, I saw that you were doing the item 2 without any problem. For this guy, maybe take I'm gonna do just a little save state here for that guy. So I'm doing little jumps here, and I'm trying to do what is a little jump here and to pass like this. It's really about like one and doing a little jump. Like you don't want to get stuck or doing big jumps, or you're gonna bump your head. It's really about like doing little jumps. We're gonna try again. Like sometimes I get hit at this place. I really don't like that because I know it's costing me like a lot of time, but trying to do like a little up like this might gonna help you. For this part, I don't think, like I saw you were doing the item 2 without any problems, so I'm not gonna go over this because you already know how to be efficient. Trying to do a little jump here though, not a big one. I don't remember if I were doing a big one, but smaller jumps are better. You're trying to be walking on the ground as much as you can. So for the boss fight here, I don't think there's no problem here. You know the drill, you know how to do that, so just gonna do it and then move on. Like even there, that was mess it up a little, but so after that on Bubble, did I saw anything on Bubble? And maybe for the the first barnacles, I would say. By the way, for Metalman, for me, like when I'm playing and I'm doing Metalman, that's the point where the Airman first and Flash first you're gonna be able to tell like if you're having a good one or a bad one. Like for me, the way I'm playing right now, I would say like between 8:45 and 8:49 that will be great. 8:45 will be like really good. Usually it's gonna be 46, 47. And a really bad will be between 8:50 and 8:55. Like I will not be happy with that. Okay, we're gonna move on to Bubble. So yeah, the barnacles, except that for the fishes and everything, I think was okay. For the frogs, I didn't see any problem. For the item 2 here, you didn't have any problem to do that. So just making the guy spawn hard right here, taking the shot. There's no problem. One thing I saw, maybe I'm doing that, I don't know if it's the most efficient way, but I'm changing the item a little bit later. Like I'm taking a shot, I'm gonna change the item here. So I'm gonna stop here, I'm gonna change for metal because I'm in air and it's gonna give me a little boost, you know. These are little details that maybe so here trying not to do a big jump but just a little jump here, trying to be so I saw you were like killing these guys like this. The best way I will do the way I'm doing it is I'm going on the right here, killing this guy and then shoot one to kill the ad afterwards. You can do it without killing the ads, but there's gonna be a chance that you're gonna take a shot from the ad. So you can really like here when I'm dropping like this, I hold right and then I shoot. Like I never let go of the right arrow. Because when you're gonna shoot, Metalman's gonna stop anyway. So I'm doing here like this. So I mean that's an efficient way to do it. For the fishes here, just a big jump. Trying, you know, drops are the problem. Fishes are not really a problem in Mega Man 2. They're a pain in the ass in Rockman 2 though. I saw here you were doing this part without too much problem, so it's little up at the when you can. I always stop here. I stop holding right, but except for that, that's pretty much this and here, the only part I'm not holding right. Anyway, here for these guys, we're killing him. For the frogs, I don't see any problem. I think for you, I'm shooting these two. Jump here, 1, 2, 3, and you're killing the frog. So low jump here, low jump here to kill this guy to avoid getting any drops or like this. Salut Blacky Offler, ça va? Je suis en train de faire un petit tuto pour Jack, un ami qui fait du ZIpless aussi. So okay Jack, I saw here you were doing that's what I was talking to, like mashing like these guys. I will really recommend to just shoot in rhythm here, trying to kill them. So just it's pretty much the same path, you know, it's pretty much the same thing. So it's just a 1, 2, like this is the pretty much the rhythm I'm using like for these guys. You trying not to like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 like this to kill these enemies. Yeah, except for that, I mean, that was cool. We're gonna move on to Heatman. Heatman, there's a lot of different things that you can do. I saw you were using the item tree first, so I was using the item tree for a long time as well. So you might, because you're changing for the item 2 and then the item 3 and then going back to the item 2, so you might want to learn how to do the where is it? Where you go on Heatman, might want to learn how to do the item tree drop. I don't know, like in any percent. We're gonna go over that. So here, I mean, there's nothing to say about this part. Even like this part is probably one I need to get better at on any person, because I'm doing little big jumps here to kill the enemies. I never changed the way I'm doing this part. I'm killing that guy, big jump, so that's probably like a really slow way to do that screen. So I'm gonna have to learn how to do that probably. So maybe with the item tree, there's one thing like you can do is to put the item tree like this and pass. It's not easy, it's tedious. I'm doing a big jump and then another one and then trying to it might be complicated, but or if you're, because I saw you were using the item 2 like this, and the problem like with that, or I saw you were using like two energy bar for the item 2. So you might want to try to either take the item 3 doing the big jump like this, and if you fail, do it. Well, it's a little costly, but it's not the end of the world. Or maybe you want to take the item 2 and just try to find the doing this way instead. And then I see, like, I don't see any problem of using the item 3 here. A plus B trigger and like this. I mean, I've been doing that for quite a long time. It's not really costly. That's good, but it may be just at the beginning. Either you want to use the item tree, maybe changing the, or if you want to keep it this way, I mean, you're using a little bit of item 2 at this place, but you can make the jump afterwards. Anyway, so we're just gonna go over this screen. It's gonna be interesting. So I saw you were like, maybe you wanted, I'm gonna show you the way I'm doing it. I'm gonna show you after that safe way. Like I'm jumping and putting the item 2 like directly here to be able to do that part. So if you're fast enough, you're not gonna have to bother about this guy. Then you're putting like this, but it's really about, that was kind of messy though. I'm gonna try to show you like the right way to do that. So I'm jumping like the thing, I'm jumping at here and putting the item 2. Okay, I think we're gonna do a safe state with the item 2 already out. There you go. Yeah, I'm gonna show you like the way I'm doing it is I jump right here. This is way too, like, that's gonna cost you a lot of item 2, but if you're fast enough, you're gonna be able not to have like the other guy in the way. But a really safe way to do it with the item 2 all the way through, I think I saw you doing that, is you're gonna take a shot, or maybe you're gonna wait for the block here and taking a shot and then put the item 2. That's good. I mean, I've been doing that here, a big jump and then you just pass through. That's a great way. It's not gonna cost you a lot of time, but if you want, you can put the item 2 here to and do a big jump to lure the guy a little bit, and then that can be dangerous though. Oh my god, what's happening? Oh, I have no idea what happened. That was really weird. Okay. But yeah, that's way too, you're trying to be a little bit closer to that from the wall, but that's pretty much it. There's a lot of way to do that. You're gonna find your own way. If I mess up here, that happened often lately. I think you saw me doing playing this part quite a bit, but the item 2 strats here is yeah, it's tedious, but there's plenty of way to do that. You're gonna find your own way, and yep, I think that's gonna cover it. That was a little messy, but hopefully it's gonna, you know, there's plenty of way to do this part. So So here we're gonna change for bubble. I didn't see any problem here. You're taking a shot from that guy. Maybe you want to do a low jump. That's one thing I don't do, so I don't know. I might gonna be able to save a little bit of time here by doing that. Like, there's a lot of things, like, I'm not a there's a lot of things I don't know about these games. Like, I learned tutorial, I learned runs and like these kind of things, but I'm not a fat guy or a anyway. Here is this thing, and you're taking the shot here for the third one. I'm gonna talk about a little something I saw against the on the Heatman fight here. Maybe that you want to change. I just remember it, but we're gonna talk about it in the boss rush section. I think it's going pretty well so far, that little tutorial. Hopefully already you might have learned something, or next one's gonna be Woodman and then Crashman, or it can be Crashman or Woodman, doesn't matter. On these plays, when I don't know, I was doing Crashman last before, but now I'm doing Overwood because it's harder stage and trying to so except for that, I mean, there's no difference between the two, so we're gonna go see Woodman. For Woodman, I didn't saw anything wrong in your thing. I mean, your Woodman was pretty good, so the only thing maybe is just try to give you like my visual cue for the bunnies, or because I'm trying to hold right like for this screen all the way. I don't want to stop, or you know, don't hold. So here for this one, I'm trying to shoot like when I'm jumping off the edge of the here, to maybe have like 1 or 2 shots on the bunny already. So it's gonna be shot, shot, shot. I mash here, shot, shot, shot. It's like when I see, like, it's always when I see pretty much the this guy, the third bat. So I'm gonna try to jump and mash like when I see this guy. So jump and mash, there it is. Like, you can do like more than one up. This is the same thing. Third all, I do some jump and shoot. That was pretty bad though. And here I change for Heatman. You can either take the ladder or drop down. I don't think it changed a lot of things. Here we're gonna take flash, trying not to flash this guy too early. One thing I saw, and we're gonna talk about, that is really important though, is gonna be the maybe you want to use the instead of using the item 3 here, maybe using the item 2. Like the way I'm doing it, and one thing that's really important in Mega Man, if you're going over screen transition, if you're pressing up, you see you're gonna have Mega Man having the animation of climbing the ladder, you know. But what you want to do, and I saw that quite a bit in your PV, so I know you know that thing, but it's really about like this way. I'm trying to put an item 2, jumping, and then press down, grabbing the ladder down. So you're gonna see Mega Man, you see him, like he's gonna wrap, and you're gonna be able to do this part without too much problem here. Put in item 2. If it's the first guy, is gonna pop. Like if even I got a shot, I drop down on the item 2, so it saved my ass. Like you can do this way. So I'm putting the item 2, jumping, and then, you know. But that's one thing that's really important for the whole game, is when you're jumping off screen and grabbing ladder, you want to press down. You want to grab the ladder by pressing down, and then after that you're gonna press up, and you're gonna see Mega Man. He's gonna be a little bit, he's gonna wrap up a little bit on the ladder. Okay. So what do we got here? The gorilla. I saw the only thing, like I think you were stopping and then putting the item 2. You might just want to, because like always holding right is one of the important thing in this game. So just always trying to alright, and then here trying to make the bird completely dispound. You need to be really on the left, but here, except for that, I mean, that was all good. So maybe when you're jumping like really to the left, that was too much though. Except for that, I mean, I don't think guys, even there, like a lot of time I don't make the bird despawn like this. The bird's gonna stay, but you're trying to make the bird here spawn and despawn, so you're not gonna get it. For the bunnies here, I saw you doing it. I mean, it was pretty good. So There's no secret. It's just jumping bunnies. So here, maybe trying to wait a little bit. So you're gonna drop down on the ladder. I saw you were doing the thing that I just missed here, the cock in the ground, the cock despawn, or the you know, the cool little trick that you're gonna see on ZIpless. Here I always jump to change for like I try not to change weapon when I'm on the ground walking, trying to jump before and then. So here we're just gonna kill this guy. I mean, here there's no secret. So after that it's gonna be Flashman, which is you know, that's a big one. That's the most technical stage of the run, is the most yeah. So what do we got? Like if you like 8 thanks Azor for the host. So like if you're doing flash first, like if you're seeing here 1816 is pretty good for me for the other 8 robots. Like if I can, the best I could do will be like 1813 maybe. I saw anyway. So flash first, Airman first, both pretty good. Don't worry about that, Jack. Anyway, so here the way I'm doing it, I saw you were doing like jumping here, taking a damage boost and then shooting the item. That's not a bad thing to do, to be honest, so I wouldn't change that if I was you. The way I'm doing it is putting the item 2, taking a shot and then climbing the ladder, not this way, but you know, taking a shot, putting the item 2. I don't know, it might be a little slower, I don't know. I saw you were doing the item 2 here without any problem. So here you jump, press down to grab the ladder to wrap it up. Here I saw you were doing that thing, so you stay on the left and then jumping this guy. I didn't see any problem here, so I'm not gonna, I mean, you know already how to do all these things. We're gonna jump here, put in item 2, and we're gonna jump here and change to the item 1. So here, this is where things are getting interesting. So I saw you were using 2 item 1, that's pretty good. So if you're using 2, you're gonna be able to just grab the ladder here and do that. And on the next screen, after this one, you're gonna use 3 to jump over the big guy. But you can use only 2 items to do this part instead of 4. Okay, you can, you know, you can use only 3 items instead of 4 at this place, but you're gonna have to cut one. No, here you're gonna use 1 more, but the only reason why you would use 3 item 1 here will be to trying to wrap the screen here by jumping and then pressing down and then be like, this is really small details. I don't recommend it, especially like keep using 3 item 1 at the other place, because the only thing that's gonna change is at this place, instead of using 4 for that screen, you're gonna have to put 1 here and then use like 3 instead of 4 and wrap it up here. But really important, try to, when you take the ladder, pressing down and then you see Mega Man pop like this. For this part, it's really like trying to use 2 and you're trying to, I see like I was doing this way before. I think the most efficient way I'm doing it right now will be like not this way, but putting the 2 item 1 to the right. Here we're gonna press, and for this place as well, trying to put an item 1, and that was way too much to the right. Trying to trying to grab the ladder off screen, so you're gonna be able to, you know, instead of climbing like this, just wrapping. It's really about like pop like this. So that's the big one, that's the interesting strats here. So for the ladder climb, I'm gonna try to show you like pretty much everything I know there. I'm not the best with the ladders, but they're gonna make you save a ton of time though if you learn how to manage these. So what I'm doing, I'm using 3 items here, grabbing the ladder here, and then I press down to be a little further on the ladder. So you're gonna take a shot here, and so I'm gonna show you like for this part, you know, like when you're putting if you're doing A+B trigger, you're gonna drop like right on the weapon instead of like having to, you know, put the weapon, climbing up, and then going on it. You can. There's a lot of places. I give you the images here, so you know. Like I'm gonna show you on the other screen as well. Like if I'm climbing, if I trying to, if I mess it up and I'm halfway on the ladder, I'm gonna save myself by putting item tree here. Obviously, I mess it up here, but I'm gonna try, like, we're gonna try to climb that halfway and put in item tree at this place to save my ass. Anyway, so we're gonna do a save state. I'm gonna try to show you like different way to do the ladder climb. So first off, here when you're putting item tree like this, a good way to be consistent is doing A plus B trigger at the same time. So it's always gonna help you. So here you need to check out left. So that's what I'm gonna show you. Like I'm gonna show you the way I was doing it before and how am I doing it now. So before I was doing, like, I was jumping, always looking to the left, and then putting like this, waiting for that thing to disappear, checking that, and then, you know, doing this way, waiting for the item to disappear. I mean, that's a pretty good way to do the ladder. It's like for these things, what am I doing? Like these little ups. So I'm gonna jump, grab the ladder down. I'm gonna look. You need to look to the left to make the bird spawn this way. And then at this point, what you need to do is you need to press shoot to pop an item. After that, press up, and then you're gonna press A to drop down at that item. Then I look left, and then I jump again. Okay, so it's gonna be like this pretty much. This is difficult to be slow and talk about it, but pretty much it's gonna look like this. So we put the item, look left, jump, press down, shoot up, then drop on the item, check left, and then go on. So when it's fast, it's gonna look like this. Oh, here I mess it up. Obviously, like when you're doing like these kind of thing, you're always messing it up. So I wait the item disappear, I look left, I jump, press down, doing this thing, the item disappear. You can wait a little bit. So that was the old way I was doing it. There I messed up for the last one, and then I was putting the item in. But now the way I'm doing it is I learned how to do the way, like I'm gonna do, it's gonna be a hybrid between the two. So I'm gonna put an item tree here by pressing jump and shoot at the same time. There's different places on the ladder that you can do that. There's gonna be, like, I know you can put it one here, so you press B and jump and shoot at the same time. I know I'm checking out the birds, like I know I can put one here as well. Here I don't have any more, but I will do a plus B trigger. Like quickly it will look like this. So I'm jumping, I'm doing the same thing as the this way. I'm putting an item through here, A plus B trigger, jumping, and then I'm gonna put another one here, then jump this way, and then I'm gonna put the last one here. So because like this, and then I'm gonna press down to wrap up on the ladder. So yeah, I don't know if it's clear, to be honest, Jack. It's really like ladders are really like it's hard to get it. It took me a lot of practice to be like better on the ladders, and it's really like once you can nail it though, I mean you're gonna save so much time. Like it probably saved me just the way when I learned how to do the because I know like Llama show you like when there's two things like this, you can't put one, like it's gonna be on the like this one, you can put one here. I think it saved me over like 13 or 15 seconds for the whole game. So yeah, I mean if I wanted to do the if I want to do the sub 30, I mean that helped me quite a lot. So anyway, if you got any question on the ladder or thing, you can you can watch Dogfish tutorial as well. It's really well done. You need to be careful though, you don't want to be too high or too low when you're putting the item. It's really like it's nitpicking. These item tree are really so like if here I think it will be too high. I know like I got my visual cue is like because it's 4 pixel, and 4 pixel is still pretty large, but you know it's like kind of this area you put it, and then anyway. So yeah, I think that's gonna cover up for the 8 robos. We're gonna change for Airman. We were doing that for about 47 minutes, not too bad. I think we can wrap it up 30 minutes for the Wilys. 1 hour 15 will be okay. We kill this guy. I messed it up the double shot, but I know you, I think I'm pretty sure you know how to do that and all these things. So we're gonna wrap it up with the Wilys. I'm gonna show you, I saw the way you were, I'm gonna show you the way I'm doing it. I know the way you're doing it is you're gonna have enough item 2 for Wily 4 and you're gonna use a lot of item 3 and you're gonna save a lot of item 1. So one thing I would suggest to you for Wily 4, I'm gonna talk about it a little bit later, but I'm not gonna suggest you to change the way you're doing it though. So for Wily 1, I'm probably gonna talk to you about the ladders. That is really important. I'm not gonna talk to you about the first phase because you're using a way and I know why you're doing it this way. So I'm just gonna go over. So here I'm doing a low jump, killing the eggs. At this point I'm looking left, making this bird spawn, and then we're good to go. I'm changing the item 2 here by jumping and changing because you are the one who said who suggested to me, and that's true. Like trying to change the item here while you're not jumping. Here I wait a little bit, so I'm probably gonna get hit by the toothpaste shooter. But you know the way I'm doing it is by jumping here. I put the item 2. I know you're doing it later. I know why, and that's perfectly fine. But okay, this way though. So I'm gonna take the item 3 here, trying not to put the item and then jump on it, always trying to do A+B trigger input. So I'm waiting, A+B, and then my visual cue for this thing, like when I'm gonna jump, it's probably gonna be like it's gonna be the low line, like you know the first brick here. I don't think you can see my mouse, right? That's a shame. But it's the first brick, like you know the little brown line, that will be my cue to jump, and like right here. And you see, like if you can make Mega Man wrap up a little bit, I mean it's gonna make you save time as well, so that's cool. So A+B, boop, the first brown line pretty much. I'm putting an item here, okay? At this point is the same as we're talking about Crashman. So I'm putting an item 1 here, A+B, so I'm gonna be able to you know, to pop right on it. If you're too, you gotta be careful with these. If you're too high and you miss it, you're gonna fall down and you're gonna wrap up. You saw me mess it up quite a few times, so you know it's a big time loss. So there we go. I'm gonna put an item 3 here. I'm gonna jump here. I'm gonna jump and shoot, and I'm gonna here at this place I'm gonna wrap it up like we were doing on Crashman as well. Here I'm gonna try to put an item 1, an item 3 here. My god. So I'm gonna be able to wrap up this way here. After that, 3 item 1, 1, 2, 3. Grabbing the ladder down, putting the item 1 here, and then wrap up. I think that's really important. If you're putting the item 1 when you're at the top of the ladder, it's more risky. It's gonna be really like, I don't know. It's gonna be slower anyway. So the way I'm doing this part is A+B, brown line. I'm putting like the item 1 here, the item 3 here is really not mandatory, I would say. And you want to learn how you're gonna manage the item 3. That's the way I'm doing it. I'm putting another item 3 here. Sometimes you're gonna see Mega Man wrap up and like appear at this place. I know I can put another one here. So I'm either gonna put an item 3 like this, or it's gonna be a little bit higher, like this place, like this. So I'm just gonna go over it without failing, because I want to be sure I have enough item 3 to show you pretty much like all the things I will be doing in the in a regular run, where I wouldn't miss anything. There's one thing you gotta be careful. If you jump and for Mega Man is gonna be like disappear on the screen, or it's not gonna be there. I don't do the put the item 3 then trying to you know, shooting up and then look left, because I know Mega Man's gonna fall down. But anyway, you're gonna experience things here and there, and you're gonna learn how to avoid messing up, or you know. So moving on, and I'm gonna need water after this. So after that, for the dragons here, the only thing, well, first off, I don't know where you're changing your items, but most efficient way I think will be to jump here and change it at this place. Menus are really important, and the way you're gonna change it is, I mean, it's so simple, but it's time save over, like, it's better to do, like, thinking about these little things. I'm gonna show you, like, you can go up or down for the dragon. Going down on the dragon here, I think saved quite a bit of time. We might gonna talk about, like, maybe a second here. It's really, there's no secret here. I'm starting to shoot. I'm gonna wait a little bit, like you see here. So I'm waiting, like, I don't start to shoot before I'm waiting for the health bar to be complete. I start shooting. It's really about, like, it's muscle memory. Going up here, I mean, it can be a little costly, like, it doesn't show, but it can be, like, maybe about, I don't know. It's really, like, it's not that complicated, so, well, I love that. It's not that complicated. The guy, like, I think I died like 3 times trying to explain going down dragon or no. Like, but seriously, it's not really something that recommend, but it can save you time though. So if you want to learn it, I mean, it can save you, like, I would say, like, maybe with a bad pattern it can save you like almost a second here, or maybe half a second. Anyway, we're gonna move on. But this is yours to decide, and yeah, I messed up run going down on the dragon, so it's not a good feeling to mess around at this place, I would say. Okay, Wily 2, I didn't see any problem. I think it was pretty much straightforward. Maybe on the boss fight against Piku, I would say maybe a little something here. Okay, before you start here, not doing maybe the jump and trying to shoot here and stuff, but trying to do a jump and shoot, and then you're gonna be able to kill this guy. They take 3 shots, so it's really like when the stage, I'm doing jump and shoot, like A plus B at the same time. So it's A plus B, like killing this guy, trying not to, you know, trying not to stop here. So it's really, it will be like this, like this. It's still like optimization. So I know you're taking, well, everyone's taking the item 2 here for the refill for the item 2 on the zip run. So here, so here, I mean, there's nothing to explain really. I'm changing the item here. I'm trying to change it well when I'm on the air, but you know, I saw like ammo was changing afterwards. So like ammo is changing at this place instead, like it dropping down, it changed here. I saw you were doing like going down a ladder, pressing here and flashing, so you are already doing that. There's nothing to say really about this point. I saw on your PB it's pretty much like straightforward as well. Taking a shot here. I saw llama, ammo, and other runners. They're doing a little left right here. I'm not doing that. I'm not sure why they are doing it though, but if they're doing it, it's probably saving time. But you know, this one I'm not gonna talk about strats or things I don't do, obviously. So here I change on the, you know, there's the infamous here. That's the suicide drop. So I don't recommend to do the suicide drop. What I'm doing is jumping up the edge like this. I do the suicide drop when I'm on bad runs, and I'm just like, why not? We're gonna try it. I saw never seen it. Is doing it a little different way. I'm just dropping down here. I don't think it's really recommend, but this is the I'm getting like more success about the I don't know, about this thing just by dropping than trying anything else. So I don't know, it's really like, it's really muscle memory. and I know if I'm gonna die or not doing that thing. I think Never was doing a little left right like this, but I'm not really good at it. It's most like different way we're gonna do it like this. It's different way for doing that. I don't recommend. Seriously, I don't recommend for doing that. It's stupid. It can save a little bit of time though. But yeah, I don't. One thing though, oops, we're gonna go over the bus. Really important. So I saw you were like shooting these guys from the ground and just like, you know, waiting or this kind of thing. I really recommend for Piku Piku to jump and shoot these guys, not these one, because obviously they are really and trying to be really close to Piku Piku when you're fighting it. Like for these things, I don't jump. I'm gonna jump for this one though, and trying to be really close to different parts. I'm staying in the middle. I think you were doing that as well. I think that's a great way. But for Piku Piku, like really trying to be closer when you shoot, or to jump a little bit for the other parts. I think it's a little thing that might gonna help you. Scratching a little bit of, you know, frames and here and there. Time save. Okay, for Wily 3, it's a little straightforward. I saw here you might gonna change a little bit. So when I'm doing this thing, I never stop holding right. So the most efficient, I think this will be pretty much the most efficient way. I know people are doing like a little left right here to be able to start right here, or you know, I'm not doing that. You know, I'm just doing the dropping and then jumping. I think we're really talking about like a really small time save for that. But here what I'm doing and what you might want to do is to jump and doing big jumps to be out of the water and never stop holding right for this part, because it's gonna be faster than just, you know, doing some small ups. So the only thing you want to do is really like getting off of the water, doing big ups here, and whoops, I jump early here. So but you know, it's really about like, it's kind of scary, but in the end you're used to it, and it's really like big ups like this. And even if you're like on the edge of the platform and a big up here, I saw you were doing that as well. But if you're doing a big jump, while I never stop holding right here, so if you're doing a big jump like this, you're gonna bump your head and you're gonna be okay, but you need to do a big up though. So like this, like you never stop holding right, you're doing a big jump, you're never gonna die. I think that's one thing here. For the drop here, I mean, I don't think there's anything to say. That was great. That was great. Man, there is nothing more frustrating to lose a run on Wily 3 stage, because it is so much like you've done this thing so often. You die, like when you start running Mega Man 2, you're gonna die at this place, like a lot. Well, maybe not a lot, but you're gonna die a few times, and after that you're gonna redo it and redo it. So I mean, you're not really scared of doing this stage anymore, but when you fucked it up though, it's so frustrating. You're like, seriously, I can lose a run on Wily 4, but not on Wily 3. Anyway, so we're gonna go here, taking deboost from that guy, killing this guy, low jump here, trying to avoid taking drops, etc. For this guy, I probably have, like, to be honest, the worst freaking Gusman fight of all runner I know. So I mean, I'm doing 3 jumps, my jump and mash is terrible, waiting a little bit, and then you're trying to 2 jump that guy if you can. 3 jump, it's not the what you want is 2 jump. I never saw anyone 1 jump that guy. Ello is probably capable, Darko as well, or I don't know, Darko probably can 1 jump this guy on Rockman too. He's such a great masher. I'm not good with mashing jump and mash, so I'm not gonna give you any lesson here, but you know, 2 jump is good, 3 jump is, well, you know, but we're not talking about, we're talking about maybe half a second if you effed it up. Okay, the big one, Wily 4, the purple hell. So yeah, we were talking about the so the way you are doing it, I know I'm gonna take a lot of item 1 here. The one thing I'm not gonna say like, oh, Jack, you might want to change for this or for that. I know the way you're doing it, I know why you're doing it, and the thing I would say is maybe try to be more efficient with your item tree to be able to and using your item one and learning how to do like the faster strats here, which Llama's gonna do, or all the players on the 29 or the sub 30 are doing, because you are already like halfway there. Like you're doing the item 3 strats, item 2 strats, you're used to it, you know how to do it, so try to learn how to not to take boomerangs at the end and using the item 1. I'm gonna try to show you that a little bit. It's not complicated and you're pretty much already here, so I would really recommend for you to do that. The way I'm doing it though, with the item tree, is I'm gonna put an item tree here. Gonna jump, I'm gonna take a shot from this guy. I don't use any item tree at the other place. I'm putting an item tree here. I'm gonna do a little save state. I know this is not the way you're well, because you need to learn how to manage the item tree in this game, so everyone's a little different, I would say. So what I'm doing is you're putting item tree here. Could have put an item one, another one here. I'm gonna put one here, so it's always a jump and shoot trigger. Input, Jesus Christ, and pressing down on the ladder to wrap it up. Like that's really important for the whole game. That's something that's gonna try not to mess this one up as well. Where's my save state? So there we go. So I put an item tree here, I jump, I'm gonna put another one here. Man, I am so bad at this one. Like that ladder is screwing me up. Like sometimes I think I lost run over that ladder. So that's really something, I don't know, you might want to practice, or I need to practice it for that. I know I ate that ladder. Anyway, I'm putting one item tree here, pressing down, wrapping it up, putting one item tree here. I put one item tree here. I need to, you're gonna press left and then shoot the item tree. So you're gonna be able, this one doesn't cost a lot and it's really cool. And I'm gonna do some, I'm gonna put one here, and I'm like, if everything goes pretty well, I'm still gonna have one item tree for this place. So I know you're cutting some item tree because you need some, you're not gonna use the item one after that, but so I'm not gonna go in details here. I'm just gonna do the way I'm doing it, so that's why I take some refill here, because I want to show you the other way. I'm putting the item one here. This is pretty much the strats I prefer. I'm not good at the other one. Probably gonna have to learn it one day if I want to really save time. Like if it's doing efficiently everything with the you know, the item tree here and the item 2 at this place. But actually it's really, you're not gonna save any time on these plays over the item 1, but it's really about like it's gonna save you time over taking the boomerang on the last part here. So here for the elevator, I highly suggest not to change anything, but for this part though, you're using like I'm doing, because me on my run I don't have any more item 1. Jumping over these guys and taking the boomerang, taking a shot here. I really suggest you to do to learn how to do the item 1 strats. I'm gonna show you like I learned it. I'm not good at it, but so you're using the item 1 to jump over this guy. So you need for this one is like do two different timings. So for the first one, I'm waiting him to jump, and then like with the little thing that you're gonna hear, am I gonna like this? You're trying not to get hit by the pellets. That is one thing. So it's a timing to get. It's really like this one. Yeah, if you jump too early, he's gonna jump right off on you after that. So you don't want to mess it up here. Ah man, I'm so bad at this thing. That's why I'm not doing it. But oh my god, because I want to show you properly how to do that part. So there we go. So this is how you want to do it. For this guy, I put the item 1 before I see him. That was really too early though. I'm gonna try to show you at least one time, like something that is not too messy, but you might want to try to learn that. It will make you save a ton of time, I would say. Okay, but you need to wait for this one. There we go, that's good. If you take a shot from the pillets, not too much damage, I would say. For this one, yep, jumping over that guy, and then jumping over the pellets, and then put in item 1 to jump over that guy. And you're already on the item 1 for this part. I saw the way you were doing the fight here. It's pretty good. That's the way I was doing it before. Putting 2 items here. It's gonna help you going here. You wait for the item to disappear, and then you change for that. I saw the way you were doing your fight. Not anything to say about it, I would say. I'm gonna show you the way I'm doing it. I saw you were doing the item 2 here, the double wall. The only thing I would say is maybe learn how to do the damage transfer here. Unfortunately, I don't have enough life for doing it. We're gonna go. I'm gonna take that. So I'm gonna try to show you the. So the way I'm doing it is I'm gonna check out, you know, this little, like the purple line where Mega Man got his feet here. That is my visual cue for putting the item 1. So I'm gonna put it here, and then I'm gonna change to for a crash bomb, and then like doing little jumps here. It's really about muscle memory. I fucked it up, that boss. Now I'm really, I would say, like really consistent at this place. Sometimes gonna F it up, but except for that. And you try to like put in item, jump on the guy, and then kill this one. Like try to learn the damage transfer here, Jack. That will help you a lot. Maybe you don't like the way you're doing it for the boss here. I mean, it's not bad. Try to learn, I would say, try to learn the damage transfer, and then maybe like after that, if you want to like keep doing this way, you know, the little item 1 here to or maybe you can use only 1. I know if you're doing it low, like you can use only 1 to get there. Doesn't really change anything at this point, but you know, it's, you need to think, like Lama was saying, thinking about this boss in terms of cycle. But one thing I highly recommend though is to learn how to do the damage transfer. So what I'm doing is when I put an item tree, you drop down on the guy, and then you just change here. Like it's not really complicated. The way I'm doing the boss right now is, you see the purple line. That was a little late, to be honest. Like, am I gonna get F? Yep, I'm gonna get F by these guys. So I'm putting the item 1, waiting, jumping here, shooting the guy. There's no secret here. It's really about muscle memory. I kill so many rounds on this part that now I'm consistent with it, but it was not funny though, the way we were learning though. But for the damage transfer, it's really like you wait, you're gonna jump and shoot the item over the guy, and then when you're dropping, you're gonna take damage and then go wrap it up at the bottom. Anyway, so yep, that's it for that. We're gonna go over the boss rush. I think there's a lot of things to say about the boss rush. I think you can save a lot of time, Jack, at this place. So first off, you really want to I'm not gonna give you really, like, first off, I'm bumping my head, I'm jumping here, bumping my head, and going to Quickman. You can do, the way I'm doing it now is I change for air, and I'm doing the Crashman first. You might want to do that. You're trying, like, if you can kill Crashman in one shot, or I saw like the way you're doing it. Like, I'm trying, I got a lot of problem with Crashman lately, to be honest. Like, you can do like the shot here, 1, 2, like 1, and then 2, or you can do something better in that, just wrap it up. And but I have to say, I got a lot of problem with Crashman lately. I was not, like, I think your Crashman was okay on the PB or round that I saw. So for Quickman, it's really like there is no secret. This guy is a pain in the ass in this one. I think the fight with Quickman is easier with the in his level than on the boss rush, I would say. One thing you don't want to do though, it's maybe fetching the elf for either Crashman or Quickman. Like, you don't want to fetch any elf that are really far away from the teleport, that thing. After that, I would say, like, trying to learn this order, maybe Crashman first with Airman, then to change for boss, or you're going to see Quick. like a lot of time with Quick, you're gonna be able to take the drop. So you're gonna have to you will already have down Crashman and Quickman. After like try not to take any the thing for so you change for this thing. Pea shooter trying to kill Quickman. I really try to just maybe not mashing too much when you and like try not to take the drop from a Quickman or anything, like because the drop that you can take in this which are really close to the teleporter. I really need a glass of water. Is Flashman is really close, so it's not too costly. Well, it's really, no, that's not true. On the Rockman is really close. On this one it's a little bit too late. But this one, Heatman is always really close, so you can take this one. I would say maybe a Bubbleman or I don't know. Okay, so we kill Crashman with air. We kill Quickman with a buster. We're gonna go see Airman. I'm not gonna thought you the way to do it with the Woodman because you can take wood and but I'm doing it with a buster myself, so I'm not gonna try to show you things that I'm not doing myself, like taking the taking the elf here for Airman. It's really costly, so you don't want to do that. Like if you're gonna take elf, you're gonna do it on Heatman here because Heatman is really straightforward. So you're gonna go here with the buster, because you only need one shot of buster, 2 bubbles to kill him. So one thing I saw, like when you were doing this guy, is you were waiting for Heatman to like to shoot these 3 level things and then like moving like this, but trying to really stay on the, I would say, try to stay on the okay. I'm really good at these things. What's up, Jeff, by the way? Sorry. So try to go in that, holding right, and then jump between the things instead of like waiting for him to and then move like this. It's really, that's not the way you want to do it. You really want to hold right, you shoot, jump over these things, and then you change for bubble. And the way you're gonna do that, so you already shot your pellet, so you only need 2 more shots. So you change for bubble, you wait. He's gonna come here, you go all the way here, jump over, and then you kill him. And you're gonna try to not take the, if you kill him and then you go real quick on the teleporter, you're not gonna take the drop. And if you wait a little bit, you're gonna be able to take the drop, and the drop's gonna be right here at the teleporter. So a really quick fight for Heatman will be like, I'm gonna try to show you. So you shoot here, change for a bubble, wait, hit once, hit twice, and then you're good. Okay, so after that, okay, one thing here, we're gonna do the full boss rush in order after that. One thing for Woodman, you want to change for Heatman before you enter the teleporter, and when you enter the teleporter, you want to hold shoot already, because you can charge between the animation here. Because if you enter here and you do like the boss fight, you wait and then you start charging, you're gonna get hit by these things. But if you go like, if you get hit and you start charging here, like while this thing is charging, you're gonna be able to kill him right now and then moving on already without taking a shot from the for this thing. So here for bubble, I don't think there's anything to say. It's really about take your time, you shoot really like this and trying not to move from the teleporter. Metalman, nothing really to say. One interesting thing though, I didn't know that like before, like 2 weeks ago, but if you hold jump while you're entering a teleporter, you're gonna jump. So you can do that and start shooting, like hold in jump and then start shooting. That can help for a good runner. French runner told me that, his name is Metalman. And for Flashman, that's the same thing. You don't want to match, it's always the same thing. So it's 1 2 3 4, so it's really like you don't have to mash for this one. So we're gonna go over the boss rush really quickly, like the order we were talking about and everything. So first off, we're gonna change for air, and we're gonna go see Crashman. So we're doing the working. We change for the buster. We're gonna go see Quick. One. Boop boo doo doo. It's really, you're trying not to move a lot when you're fighting this guy. That is a terrible fight. That is a terrible fight. Let's try to do something a little better, okay? So we're gonna change for this guy for Crash. We're gonna change for Buster. Okay, that was way better. You can take the drop, like if you dropped here, or it's the only thing I would say is try not to go fetch a drop like at the end of the world. It's really, that will be really costly though. But it's better like to take a drop than to die though. So just have to be smart about it. This guy, I hold right, shoot, jump between these two, you change for a bubble, wait, shoot when it wants, wait, kill him, there we go. You go into Woodman, you start to charge already. Hey, what's up Retro, how are you doing, man? Charge, wait for this guy. You shoot, there we go. You change for metal. You start shooting, but really like don't mash it, just you know, you want to do your rhythm that you know. You go on metal. Like what I do is really like, usually I get it pretty much all the time, but this time I mess it up. Anyway, and for Flashman it's 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Because Flashman, if you need to take the drop on Flashman, it's kind of hey, what's up OPC fan? So you really want to well, yeah, not take the drop on Flashman. If you got one drop to take, it will be like on Quickman, maybe if it's really close, or maybe on Heatman. Anyway, afterwards I got 2 crash bomb, so that's cool. I can fight like the way I'm gonna show you all the way. I saw that you were using first Heat and then metal. You can use either one crash and then metal. You can use metal and metal. You can use crash, or I'm gonna try to shoot pretty much all the way to fight this guy. So I'm gonna start with 2 crash bombs. So what I'm doing is going there, shooting a little bit, and then jumping, and then, well, okay, I shot way too low here, and then you can kill him like really quickly if you got 2 crash bomb. So you run it to the right here, in this form, a low jump here, and this guy need to go like, when he's gonna go reverse, like the explosion is gonna kill him. If you got 2 crash bomb, I mean that's a pretty good thing, especially on Rockman too. The way usually, like a lot of time, I'm only gonna have like 1 crash bomb. So I'm gonna run right, I'm gonna shoot 1 crash bomb, and at this place I'm gonna change for metal, and then I'm gonna start to mash, and then we're cool. Hey, thanks OPC fan for the follow. By the way guys, I'm doing a quick tutorial for Handsome Jackass here, so we almost finished. After that we're gonna play Rockman too. So after that, if you're using Heatman, I mean that's cool. I would say I don't know, well, Heatman is a little slow, I would say. You might want to no, like it's really slow actually. If you're taking, like, I will suggest either using like 1 crash bomb and metal, or maybe metal twice. No problem, mate. So here it's just like mashing, and then like it's not really, if you got a lot of life, you don't have to be worried here. I would say like the best way will be like, if you're doing twice metal, you can either start to mash here, and then like take a shot, a low jump, and then start to mash again. Try to be really far away and then mash. Or another way you can is to start to shoot a little bit here, running to the right, and then, you know, like doing this way, and then mash again. But I really strongly suggest not to take Heatman for a Wily machine, because it's gonna, like, the time that you're gonna charge Heatman is gonna be really slow. So I really like Crash Bomb and Metal are cool. Heatman will be like, it will save you a lot of time. I think we covered pretty much everything, guys, for the boss rush and Wily section. So we're gonna jump into the alien here. There's nothing to say about this stage. It's really about like you got bubble and everything. So, you know, I don't know, man. It's just, I think you're good for this part. I'm gonna try. I saw the way you were doing the alien, Jack. It's pretty cool. It's great. I think you on the maybe on the PB it wasn't the best alien, but you got pretty much like the knowledge for the kind. It's not the quick kill, but I'm gonna try to show you like all the ways. So here it's gonna charge. Okay, we're good. So first off, like the way you're doing it is pretty, it's really good. So like you're doing is like taking, I think it's taking like 3 shots on the alien here, and then going to the right, and then you start to mash like this, and then usually it's like 1 or 2 shots and finish him here. So that's pretty good. I mean, that is really efficient. The fastest stress will be another thing, but this thing, I mean, I've been doing that for like even there, man. Like you can actually quick kill this guy in this way. I didn't know, like seriously, it never happens to me. I think my mashing is better since I play freaking Mega Man 3, because I never would have been able to do that like before. But usually it's like 1 shot away and then you finish him here. But the other way will be to really like, you know. Anyway, so the other way though, because will be to jump a little bit before, shoot 2 bubbles, then after that you're gonna jump again and shoot 2 others. So instead of 3 shots, you're gonna have 4 shots at the beginning of the alien fight. So after that you can quick kill the alien guys. So by yeah, you're gonna do a low jump here, shoot twice, and then you're gonna avoid the pellets, and then you're gonna shoot another 2 bubbles. So we're gonna try to like 1, 2. Here I missed 1, but still like, and then try to mash him, and then like we're gonna try to do the quick kill properly. So did I miss 1, 1, 2, 1, 2? Like this will be really the quick kill. But apparently, like if you got a good mashing, apparently you can do it like the quick kill this way as well. Like seriously, I'm really blown away, because it never happened to me before. But it's really, usually you're gonna have 1 shot left, or maybe 2. But you can do it like these 2 way, if you don't miss any bubble. Like seriously, like if it's 1, 2, or 3 shot for the part that is here, you don't really care, because it's gonna take the same amount of time. So the only thing is you really don't want to hug the alien, but except for that, like it's just finishing like this way. Oh, I messed it up, and you don't want to hug the alien, that's for sure. Yeah, I mean, I guess you can quick kill him like the both way. Anyway, I think that's gonna cover it, guys. I think that was pretty good. So hopefully Jack, so I'm doing that for Handsome Jackass. If you guys want to give him a follow, pretty cool guy, then hopefully that little tutorial here help you, Jack. Go for it, retro. So yeah, it's gonna be about 1 hour 26. So I think that's gonna be good. Hey guys, I'm gonna need some water, and we're gonna do some Rockman 2 afterwards. So Airman